Okay, disclaimer. Ooh, goddamn. Before we even get into this, I do want to say that what I'm about to explain, okay, about bipolar disorder, I'm not a psychiatrist and I am not a therapist. Everything that I am explaining, this is what I got off of the web, of the internet. Everyone is different, so do not go on asking me all these questions saying, Alize, what about this? What about that? This is based off of my own experience. And I also will show you guys the medication that I am taking. And I will walk you through what happened. Well, technically I am still manic, but the medication has calmed me down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Welcome back to your daily dose. I'm your host Alize, and this is the daily dose where you already know we stay doing the most. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. You already know what it is. Okay, make sure you guys give this video a like because it's going to be very beneficial for you and your health. Okay, who doesn't care about mental health, baby? I know I do. Who hollering? Holla. Okay, yeah. You hollering. I think I'm the only one hollering. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the video. If you guys would like to follow me, make sure you follow me at alize.mills.1. That is my Instagram. Make sure you DM me. You feel me? Talk to me. Talk to the kid. Also, if you would like to see any other videos that I post on my TikTok, you could definitely follow me at manifesting71. Let's go ahead and get into this video. First off, what is bipolar disorder? Okay. Bipolar disorder, in other words, is manic depression, a mental health condition, and this is what I got from Mayo Clinic, a condition that causes www.mayo Clinic, okay? It is a mental health condition that causes extreme mood swings that include emotional highs, which is mania, and or hypomania, and the laws of depression. Now, because there are two different bipolar disorders, there is one and then there is two. Okay, bipolar disorder 1, not everyone has this, but most people with bipolar disorder 1 will have more manic episodes. In other words, elevated moods. Okay, I will then go on to explain what is manic, and then I'll go ahead and explain my story. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Mania is elevated or irritable moods that last 1 week, okay? And hypomania is reduced need for sleep, spending recklessly. Spending recklessly. So if you see somebody just spending their money, yeah, they're definitely going through they're having a hypomanic episode. So it lasts 4 days and then 1 week. Okay. So I believe the hypomanic episodes, the 4 days is the manic episodes, and then the 1 week is the depressive stage. Now this is the part that they don't be telling y'all about. Taking risks you normally would not take. The most severe is the mania episodes because people are most likely to make impulsive decisions that may put them at risk. Okay. However, people with hypomania, it's less severe. So people with hypomania, such as myself, I have bipolar disorder 2. However, what I will tell you is that I do not realize when I am manic. I did make a video last time explaining how it is for a person being manic. I did not know I was manic. I had a very high elevated mood, and I'm still technically manic. That's what my godmom is a psychiatrist, so she basically knows more about this. So I was very like I was euphoria. Okay, in other words, my mind. Let me pull that up real quick. It's not the same as psychosis. I think it's more so of give me 1 second. Hey Siri, what is the definition of euphoria?
Euphoria means a feeling or state of intense excitement and happiness.
Okay, that's exactly what I was. I was feeling so excited. I was happy. I was just out of this world, not really knowing. And my god brother did ask me, are you manic? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? But see, I have been off of my medication for almost a year. Okay, so I am going to explain what bipolar disorder 1 is. Bipolar disorder 1 is a manic episode that may be preceded or followed by hypomanic or major depressive episodes. Mania may trigger a break from reality, psychosis. Okay, in other words, psychosis is a mental disorder characterized by the disconnection from reality. So a person who has bipolar disorder 1, this is not for everybody because everyone is different. Okay, anyone who has bipolar disorder 1 is most likely to, let's not say not hypothetically, we're going to say allegedly. Okay, well, not allegedly, it's another word for it. I'm sorry guys, my mind is everywhere. I may not make sense, but right at this moment. But a person with bipolar disorder 1, 9 times out of 10, or like 75% of people who may have it will experience psychosis, which is not being in touch with reality. So they're living through their imagination. Well, not even just technically it is their imagination. They may see things that aren't there. They may hear voices that are not there. Those are the type of things that people are experiencing when they have psychosis and who have bipolar disorder 1. Now, bipolar disorder 2 is a major depressive episode and one hypomanic episode, but it's never a manic episode. So now everyone is different. Hypomania and manic mania is the same. They're no different from each other, because if you actually think about it, they have the similarities. They both have the, I broke it down too. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Both mania and hypomania are associated with increased energy, activity levels, and restlessness. Now, for me, I have not been able to sleep. And the reason I have not been able to sleep is because I've been going through my manic episodes. Now, with me, when I normally am, it's kind of different. So I have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder 2 because my mom, she has bipolar disorder, bipolar depression. I believe that's bipolar disorder, bipolar depression. But yeah, she's been diagnosed with it and she has it. So majority of my depression and stuff like that, my mental illnesses do come mostly from over my mom's side of the family. Not saying anything negative or bad, but that's where it does associate from. We had a conversation and she was able to open up to me about it. So anyway, and she told me that I do get majority of my, like me thinking suicidal thoughts. Like my last suicide attempt, I tried to kill myself in the year of 2021. Now, I didn't swallow the pills, but I put the pills in my mouth and I spit them back out. I was trying to overdose on ibuprofen pills. I believe it was 600 milligrams at the time. And I just didn't want to live. And I was talking to one of my exes and I was just like, bro, I just want to die. But I was laughing the whole time about it. And the next day I was very depressed and I had this I was down, it was almost like nothing could make me happy, almost like I was just stuck there. Okay. So, like I was saying about bipolar disorder, some people are not really aware of when they have these episodes because I wasn't aware. Like when I was telling you guys I was drinking last weekend, I was drinking at the time. That was at the time when I was having my manic episodes, but I wasn't realizing I was having those manic episodes until I actually sat down and talked with my godmother. And then I started to think about a lot of things that started to make me very depressed, and I started to cry. I started to think about things about what happened to me previously, which was around June time when I was supposed to leave, go to Texas and all that, and it didn't happen. It was just a lot of stuff that was, really getting to me, and I wasn't able to sleep at night. And I was crying because I wasn't able to sleep for almost probably, I want to say, a week, because when I was just like waking up, tossing and turning. And then I had a nervous breakdown, and then I cried, and then I ran downstairs and I was like, I can't sleep. And that's when I went to the mental health urgent care, and then they provided me my medication. Now, I will be breaking down the medication of what I take and what it is, and looking up the certain things. I haven't looked it up yet. I normally break it down, but some of this medication is new, some of it isn't. Trazodone, that's a new one. That's a new one for me. Abilify is definitely a new one. These are the two that I take at night. Carbamazepine, this is something that I took before when I had my old psychiatrist. And then I have Prozac. So technically at this moment, I am currently taking medication, right? So I know that I said that I don't want you guys to think that I'm some type of, you know, I'm a liar and stuff. I know that I said, oh, the medication that they give you, it's a hoax and stuff. Honestly, I'm not trying to tell anyone whether or not they shouldn't take their medication depending on how severe your mental illness is, okay? Because you have some people that can honestly kill off of their medication, and this is true, you know, who may have the behaviors of psychopaths, you know. So it's very important that you figure out what works for you. Not saying that just because you have bipolar disorder you can't function with or without them. I don't know you, but because I've realized that I've come to this conclusion that I can't really even fall asleep at night because I have to pop a pill in order to help me sleep, right? You know, those type of things, going through something like that, you know, it's very stressful, guys. And not even just that, if you are dealing with someone who does have manic episodes, hypomania or manic episodes, or your partner, you know, just be there for them. It can be a little bit risky, depending, because some people have I believe it's hypersexuality, where they will go and have sex with different people. They will be the type of people, you should look that up, because those are people like us that have bipolar disorder. They will either they masturbate a lot, like sometimes when I'm manic, I will masturbate like a lot, excessively, to the point where it's like, you know, my downstairs area, like she's sore, right? But I'm just masturbating. Some people will go out and have sex with other people, but that's because they're going through a manic phase. Now, that's why they say it's a lot more risky. And they do say that bipolar disorder 1 is way more worse than bipolar disorder 2. But I feel like when I was talking to my godmother, she did say polar, it's up and down, it's different moods. So it's like, you know, depending on who you are, you may not have these symptoms, or the individual that you may know going on. They are also similar in terms of other symptoms such as racing thoughts, distractibility, pressured speech, inflated esteem, grandiosity, which is having delusions, superior to others, and inflated self-esteem, which is false beliefs. So I would have racing thoughts, and I would talk a lot. Like I would talk, like it would just be too much, to the extent where it's like, Alize, shut the fuck up. But it's like, if someone who doesn't understand that, that's why I said I really do not want to be with a woman who cannot handle me during these times. Because if you can't handle me, bitch, we don't need to be together, because you're not going to be able to understand me. I understand me. I know, you know, I want to be able to, you know, I'm learning to be more aware of this. So I know that I'm on my meds, I'm on my medication. You know, I'm not out here doing some crazy stuff. But at the same time, it's like, you feel me? Like, can you handle that? You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say a way to approach people with manic episodes, give them, sometimes it's okay to let them know, you know, you're here for them. Talk to them. You know, don't be so aggressive. Don't be the type that's like, oh, you need to sit. No, don't do that. You need to approach them in a way that is calm and understanding to their situation. You have to be understanding to our situation. I'm not saying this as an excuse, but sometimes mental illnesses can go to a point where it can actually cause a person to not be able to work the proper way, because they could get into it. You know what I'm saying? With those mood swings. That's why I say, for you people out there that's constantly saying, oh, this sign is bipolar, that sign, shut the fuck up, because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know what bipolar disorder is. You haven't even broke it down. And a lot of people will think that this is some fake stuff, and you gotta, yes, you can be able to control your thoughts and control this. I still do believe in that. I do. Yes, I do. But at the same time, you also have motherfuckers out there that don't take their medication, and they'll be willing to kill somebody. Okay? I know, because one of my play sisters actually told me about this, and she told me that there was a situation with a woman that didn't take her medication, and she was bipolar, right? She ended up killing the majority of her family. So those type of situations, you know, and she didn't even realize until she actually got back on her medication. So even with people that and I'm not saying this for people with severe mental illnesses, you got motherfuckers that will pretend to be mentally ill. Do you not know that I've been the type of person to say that I had multiple personalities and I never did. I even told my ex-girlfriend that, but that's something that I subconsciously believed to the point where it actually manifested into my reality. Don't be out here trying to play something or be something that you're fucking not. And it's very important to take this shit serious. Men go through depression too. Women, both genders go through depression. It's not easy. It's something that maybe it's very difficult. Talk to your child. Don't be so quick to tell your child, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. You don't have any problems. You don't even know what that child is going through. You haven't even sat down to even assess the fucking problem. And that's what disappoints me about parents. Because you think that the shit's a game, but it's really not. And it's something that you need to take serious. Because if my child told me and came to me and said, Mom, I'm feeling depressed, I'm not saying I'm going to immediately put you on antidepressants, but I need to understand, what are you going through, baby? Mommy needs to understand, what can mommy do to help you out? You need to talk to me. I'm here. I'm right here. You want my attention? You have my undivided attention. Nowadays, parents want to sit here and say, oh, you ain't got no problems. You ain't going through. You don't know what they're going through. Take it from people where I knew that have actually, other individuals who actually did take their lives. And even me at one point wanted to take my life because I thought that the whole world was against me. And I wanted to do it for one, attention. And I also wanted to do it because I really wanted to fucking die. Now, coming from the stage that I am now, this does not mean the bipolar disorder defines me. This does not mean no. But understand, yes, I will get distracted. Sometimes my attention will turn elsewhere. And yes, I will say random things and I will talk a lot. But everyone is different. Right? Like I said, I'm not a therapist or a psychiatrist, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. You already know what it is. Yes, I threw up West Side. My bad. But anyway, definitely like, comment, subscribe, and share. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, make sure if you guys didn't get any of that information, it will be in the link in the description below. Peace. But wait, before I even go, if you are someone that knows that anyone has any type of mental illness, let me tell you something. If you have a mental illness, if it's Tourette's, if it's bipolar disorder, even if it's schizoaffective schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, social anxiety, let me tell you something. You are not alone. Okay? I am here with you. And there are other people that are here with you. The rest of the world might treat us different. Some people may look at a person and make fun of a person because of their deformity. But that person will end up loving themselves and being something so much greater. The world, society cannot tell you who you are. Fuck being normal. We have fucking superpowers. How about that? Because we're able to see things that other people cannot see. You feel what I'm saying? So, don't let no one tell you that you don't belong on this planet. Fuck what they say. You know what I'm saying? And I know someone who does have Tourette's. And I love that person. I don't look at nobody any different. Even autism. Don't allow nobody to make you feel any different because you have a mental illness. Don't even call it a mental illness. Call it a superpower because that's what it is. You're a fucking superhero. I love you. Peace.